Right, well I've come here to the BFI on the South Bank to watch documentaries. And in particular I've come to watch British Council documentaries. There are several of them available for free public viewing in the BFI Mediatheque. So I'm beginning the British Council documentary watching project with them. I've been watching various kind of more general ones from the period, from the 30s, the 40s and the 50s, and they've been absolutely fascinating. So it's going to be really interesting to see how the British Council work measures up to that. In particular, what these documentaries share is an incredibly strong sense of a kind of shared Britishness, and a sense that the audience will very much agree with what the documents feel that Britishness is. I don't think that's something that's available to us anymore. What is going to be interesting is to see how the British Council documentaries reflect that, made as they were for a very different audience, not so much a domestic audience. And of course there's their aesthetic qualities as well. I hope they're as good as some of the ones I've seen. Certainly they have some superb people working on them, cinematographers like Jack Cardiff and Irwin Hillier, directors like Paul Rother, really interesting writers, Ralph Vaughan Williams doing music on some of them. So it's going to be great just to watch and enjoy them, I think. And finally, they're wonderful social artefacts. It's been fascinating seeing just what's changed and just what's stayed the same in all these works as you look at Britain from 30 or 40 or 50 years ago. So I'm going to head in there now, get watching and go from there. And see you later. Bye. So I'm just leaving the BFI, having spent a couple of hours in there watching quite a few films, all the way through from a rather static little piece about St James's Park, made in about 1935, to a wonderful 20-minuter about cricket, which brought together Ralph Richardson and John Arlott in about 1955, I think it was. So fascinating combination of stuff. And what really emerged was kind of a narrative of this sense of Britishness I was talking about, from something extremely confident, a great sense of imperialness in the 30s, through to a strong sense of Britain under siege in the 40s, and something really exciting. A lot of these films seemed questioning what it was to be British, and very strongly encouraging their audience to think about how it could be rebuilt, how it could be remade in a more positive way. And of course there was quite a strong propaganda sense there going on. There were sort of nods to try and bring America into the war, sort of more or less subtle pokes at Germany, very strong positioning of Britain as central to Europe and European culture. So, you know, really interesting stuff. And then through into the 50s, where, to be honest, it became a bit sad, where the major achievement of British industry seemed to be making really good cricket bats, which is great, but isn't quite on a par with creating this huge kind of industrial machine to tear down Nazism and save the free world. But anyway, fascinating stuff, really interesting beginning. So it's going to be good to dig into all this in more detail, and I shall be blogging about it at length over the next few weeks. So thank you very much, and I hope you enjoy reading it. Bye.